And the Bad Batch is finally here. Finally, we have new Star Wars to talk about, and I am really excited. I actually get to review new Star Wars. It feels like it's been forever. And speaking of the Bad Batch, we had our watch party last night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time over at Stream Lounge, where you could actually follow along and watch the episode with us. We'll be watching episode 2 this coming Friday night, probably about 7 o'clock p.m. So I also want to say stay for the entirety of this video because we have some great member comments about the Bad Batch. I challenged them to give us a one-sentence review of the Bad Batch, and they came out in droves, and I had to pick 4 that I thought were really good, and that's going to be something that we continue to do here at Echo Base Network. So I want to go ahead and jump right into my review of the Bad Batch. First off, right away, we start in familiar territory. We were watching it in the watch party on Stream Lounge, as I mentioned before, and we were 1 minute into the episode, and some of our members were asking, where are we in the timeline? We have no idea. What's the setting? And then, boom, Order 66 is going down. I must say, it's a brilliant start with Order 66, arguably the most impactful moment in Star Wars history. Caleb Dune and his master, Depa Billaba, are at the beginning of the episode in the middle of a war with battle droids. Depa Billaba served on the Jedi Master High Council and was a former Padawan to Jedi Master Mace Windu. Here, she sacrifices her life to save her Padawan, Caleb Dune, who we all know goes into hiding and takes up the name Kanan Jarrus, a fan favorite. Talk about a great beginning, guys. They are pulling on our heartstrings immediately in this episode and making connections. They're making connections to other forms of Star Wars media, mainly Clone Wars, Rebels, and Revenge of the Sith. Before Order 66 was executed, the Bad Batch shows up and they are seen cutting through the battle droids, even impressing the Jedi who were watching. Order 66 is announced, and the only member of the Bad Batch who is trying to kill the Jedi is Crosshair. Now, Crosshair is definitely made to be an anti-hero, or in layman's terms, an anti-hero. And they accomplished this quite well. Throughout the entire episode, Crosshair has issues with Hunter, and you know a fight between the two is going to happen pretty quickly. I do predict that the chip will malfunction or something's going to happen with his chip, and their relationship will be resolved, and he actually won't be as bad of a guy as the first episode made him out to be. In fact, he may just turn into a fan favorite. One thing about the Bad Batch that I don't particularly care for is how Tarkin says Clone Force 99 is more powerful than an army. Yet, Crosshair couldn't take down one young Padawan. I find that interesting. I wish the writing team would just rely on action and organic storytelling rather than having to tell us they are as powerful as an army. I kind of find that to be lazy writing. After that bit of negativity, though, we get great Star Wars. As Palpatine was speaking to all the soldiers, you can see them applauding and cheering his evil words as liberty was dying. I loved how the Bad Batch knew something was terribly wrong in this moment. Then we get Omega, the last mutated clone. I was a little bit surprised to find out that she was a she. I didn't know that Omega was a girl. I thought it was a little weird that she was stalking the Bad Batch in the beginning, but as the show went on, and I understood that she was a mutated clone like them, it makes sense that she would reach out to them and want to join the group. I am going to assume that she is going to end up being special in some regard, beyond just being the last mutated clone, and my prediction is that she will actually be a Force-sensitive clone. Many others think that as well, so get ready for that. I also loved how the early version of the Dark Troopers, or the Sentry bots, were introduced in the show, and they were seen as a major threat to the Bad Batch. It made me think back to how it took Luke Skywalker showing up to take out the Dark Troopers to save Mando and company, and here were early version Dark Troopers sent in to take out Clone Force 99, ordered by Tarkin. Tarkin wanted to find out the effectiveness of the team, and he did. Another moment that was special in Star Wars history was when Clone Force 99 was ordered to Onderon on a mission from Tarkin. Here, they discover Saw Gerrera and the beginning of the rebellion. Were you looking for Mon Mothma or Bail Organa? I was. Didn't see them, but I bet they turn up eventually. At the end of the episode, when Crosshair had his inhibitor chip turned up to maximum, he shows up with a battalion of stormtroopers to attack his old friends. Omega saves the day when she picked up a blaster and fired at Crosshair. This moment has been widely discussed in the last 48 hours. The shot she made was an incredible shot and somewhat jarring that a kid who had never fired a blaster before made a shot like that. I'm hoping that as the show goes on, this moment won't be viewed as jarring as it was the first time seeing it. I know that some people theorize that she has the abilities of all the enhanced clones combined, which could explain her being naturally good with a blaster perhaps, or maybe the Force guided her. Either way, one of those will make this moment better in the future. I'm looking forward to episode 2 to see what cameo we get. People are thinking it may be Rex, and I'm hoping so. Overall, it was a great first episode that I really enjoyed, and it gave us another perspective of what was going on during Order 66 and the rise of the Empire. I'm loving that we are still in this era of Star Wars. If episode 2 is as good as or better than episode 1, we have something really good to watch, and we await the Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka and others, but we got something really good to watch in the meantime. So, guys, that's my thoughts on The Bad Batch. Let me know what you think about The Bad Batch, and I'll give you the same challenge that I gave our members. Give me a one-sentence summary of a one-sentence summary review of The Bad Batch in the comments below, and let's see how effective you can be in explaining how you accepted or how you viewed this 75-minute show in just one sentence. And we're going to pick the very best ones, and we will highlight those in our Saturday night live stream, especially after watching the next episode, which we're really, really excited about. Okay, guys, we're going to look at our member comments that I have selected that our members did today. So you see here, the first member comment up is from one of our mods, Thrawn, who says, a solid start to another animated series with the expected lean towards appealing to the younger crowd while still giving the older fans plenty to enjoy. And that was a very thoughtful comment, and I think it is spot on because us old folks like myself, we want to see the Bad Batch tear people up, tear droids up, whatever. But then you've got Omega, who is very appealing to the younger generation, and I might like her too. So we'll see where that goes, but thank you, Thrawn, for that comment. And we have another comment from one of our members, the Matt Cave. He said, first half felt like a movie. First half feels like a movie. I felt the same way. Then the second half morphs into a good Clone Wars episode. Solid start to the series. Could not agree any more than that, Matt Cave. That's brilliant. And Patrick Musson says, I loved every second of the Bad Batch episode 1, and it's possible that we could be seeing a Force-sensitive clone Omega. Love her to bits. I agree. I think she's going to be a Force-sensitive clone. I think that's more likely than her having all of the Bad Batch's abilities wrapped up into one. I think she's going to be Force-sensitive, and it's going to be awesome. And the last comment that we wanted to share here was from James Cocker. Was really good. Me and my dad had a blast watching it. Can't wait for episode 2. And I know that's right, man. I know that is right. I feel the exact same way. I am really excited myself for the next the next episode, and I will be watching it with my children. I know that they're going to love it. So thank you for those comments, members. Keep those coming, and we'll keep sharing them out here on our pre-made videos like this. Thank you very much. So thank you for tuning in here, guys, at Echo Base Network, where our mission is keeping Star Wars alive and, remembering why we love it in the first place. So, as always, I am the coach, and this is for Nick, as he is not here on this one. You are Echo Base Network, and we are out.